Board to order on this 6th day of October 2022. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's also stand for a brief moment of silence as we keep in our thoughts and prayers all the men and women of our military who defend our freedoms, but also all those who risk their lives on our behalf in our emergency services, as well as our police departments, fire departments. We're so grateful to have all the volunteers we do, and all those servants of the public who work every day on our behalf, and sometimes are called to pay the ultimate price. So let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers. Please be seated. Madam Clerk, would you read the special meeting notice, follow it with a roll call?
Members of the Town Board, special Town Board meeting, Thursday, October 6th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Please be advised that pursuant to Section 62 of Town Law, a special Town Board meeting will be held in the Town Board meeting room, Southampton Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, New York, on Thursday, October 6th, 2022 at 10 a.m. for the purpose of considering the following: resolutions, if any, amending the 2023 tentative budget, convert 2023 tentative budget to 2023 preliminary budget, and schedule public hearing. Notice of public hearing to consider any increases proposed in the maximum amount to be expended annually in the town of Southampton special districts. Jay Schneiderman, Supervisor, dated October 3rd, 2022. Supervisor Schneiderman.
Present.
Councilwoman McNamara.
Present.
Councilman Martell.
Present.
Councilman Bouvier.
Here.
Councilman Schiavone.
Present.
Okay, now before we get started, can we just check with Charlie, because I don't see the screen for the hybrid meeting, and we technically are having a hybrid meeting. Okay, appreciate it. Okay, so before we do public portion, because I'll have to check online for public portion, can we, well, I want to seek to add one resolution to the packet. So there is one walk-on. All right, so Resolution 41439, co-sponsored with Councilman Schiavone, is a notice of public hearing to consider amending Article 25, temporary restrictions for trial programs of Town Code, Chapter 312, Vehicles and Traffic, to add a provision regarding Shrubland Road access. Let me get a second to walk it on, and then I'll explain it.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Schiavone. So, Councilman Schiavone and I have been working with police and highway and town engineering and traffic safety and others, the village, et cetera, to do a trial program blinking 6 intersections in the morning later this month, October 24th, that week. And in an effort to try to address some of the issues involved with that program, we are looking at Shrubland Road because because there's no left at McGee, that's just straight ahead. There'll be some people in that period that we're running the blinking light program who, well, the school buses already will be able to make the left. We've made an accommodation for school buses, but some of the parents who drop their kids off need a way to get to Tuckahoe School. So we need to, during this program, open up Shrubland Road so that we would suspend the no left turn in the morning. It actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. The idea that led to the no left turn was County Road 39 wasn't moving and people were jumping on Shrubland Road. The idea behind the blinking lights is to get County Road 39 moving, so there's really no need to jump and make that left onto Shrubland Road. We will have counters before and after the trial period, and we are going to put a counter on Shrubland Road, so we'll know exactly what the impact was before and after. So that's what this resolution does. We're not voting on the resolution now, just voting on putting it on the agenda, but that will suspend that no left turn and make it, you can make a left turn. We're not going to promote it and advertise it, but the school will make sure that the parents know that they can make that left. It's okay? Any questions about that?
Now, just to clarify, this is a notice for public hearing for
Right.
Correct.
Can I
Right.
just make a slight
Yeah.
suggestion? Can we simply make it so that it states that we are going to basically rescind that restriction during those dates? Because the way this is written from 5:30 to 9:30, there would then be no left turns from 9:30 to 10. So we couldn't just take down the signs and make it,
Yeah,
they
so
can
why
make the left?
don't we then, why don't we amend it before we approve it? And I agree with that, we might as well make it till 10, right?
so it would just
It's
basically
currently
though,
6 to 10. The restriction is 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Or just make it that we're just suspending
we're
the
suspending the
restrictions.
restriction for this.
Yeah,
for
so
these
why don't we
dates.
take that, we'll make that amendment
Okay,
before we set the public hearing.
okay.
Okay, so right now, we can walk it on, and we can we could amend it now, I suppose, and then it gets walked on in the right form.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so,
Need an attorney for that.
all right, so Jim, no, we can just,
They looked at me.
all right, so Cindy, where is it again? So it's
It's Shrubland Road access,
It's in the legislative intent.
yeah.
notwithstanding prohibited, left turn shall be permitted to allow eastbound access from Road and County Road 39 between the dates of October,
We could just,
from the hours of 5:30 to 10?
instead of saying left, it should just say we're suspending the left turn restriction from
Yeah,
October 24th
Do that,
to
or you
October
just-
28th.
or you could just put the time in 6 to 10. Because if that's the restriction now.
The restriction's 6 to
Let's just
10.
change the times.
6 to 10?
Yep. 6 a.m. to 10.
Does that allow them to
It
take those
should.
signs down then for that period?
So you're saying at 5:30 there is no restriction currently?
No, it's from 6 to 10. So I would just say you should suspend the left turn restriction from October 24th to October 28th.
Right. You can do
Just suspend the whole thing. And times doesn't matter. It'll be between that window, but it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, on the dates, it shall be permitted between the dates of October 24th and 28th, and just take the hours out completely.
Yeah.
that. Yeah. you can do that.
Yeah, let's do that, I think it's just easier.
Okay.
To take the hours out rather than to suspend the restriction.
No, so it'll read, all right, I'm reading in the legislative intent,
Yeah.
facilitate eastbound, such access shall be permitted between the dates of October 24th through October 28th, period.
And then you have the next, where it says Shrubland Road access.
Right,
The
there it will
times,
say,
right.
the same, left hand shall be permitted to allow for eastbound access on Shrubland Road from County Road 39, period.
You want the
Oh,
date?
right, from October 24th to October 28th,
Right.
period.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is specific to the challenges that we had at McKee Street with this blinking light program. Because McKee is a key intersection on County Road 39. It's also a cross-access. So while we are doing the blinking light program, we're going to allow shrubland to be open so that parents and teachers can get to the school. That's the intent here.
That's the intent, but we can't just simply say it's only for visitors at the school.
Right, really hard to parse out
Yeah,
teachers.
so we're basically taking from the hours of 5:30 to 9:30 out in both instances.
I have to take it out of the summary of proposed law on the last page.
Yes, and so everywhere it says "and from the hours of 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m." Let me just make sure that doesn't say that earlier on in describing the program.
Okay.
I think it's just in 3 places.
I think those
Seems
are the only
okay.
places.
It seems like the only time it mentions the hours are in conjunction with Shrubland Road. All right, so now
have
we,
it in 3 places, section 1,
I have
the road access,
Yeah.
and the rest.
all right, so we have, all right, so there's a motion and a second to add it to our agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, so it's added without those times. Okay, we'll
And
take
that's for, again, just for the public, it's for a public hearing,
for public
that
hearing.
it may be amended as a result of that.
Sure. Okay, we'll go to public
did they
portion,
hit it
first to, no, Janice? Public portion to our audience, is there anyone who wishes to be heard? All right, no one here at Town Hall. Charles, anyone listening from home or their office?
There are none.
All right, I'll make a motion to close public portion. Second by Councilman Bouvier, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public portion is closed. All right, so we are now at resolutions. The first resolution is 1022 of 2022. It converts the 2023 tentative budget to preliminary budget and schedules a public hearing.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Martell. Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved. Next resolution, 1023, the notice of public hearing, consider any increases proposed in the maximum amount to be expended annually in the town of Southampton's special district.
Second?
Seconded by Councilman Scavone. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, approved. All right, now to that walk-on. Slightly modified. Okay, 41439, notice of public hearing to consider amending Article 25, temporary restrictions for trial programs at Town Code, Chapter 312, vehicles and traffic, and add a provision regarding Shrubland Road access. I explained it earlier, so is there a second?
Second?
Second to approve. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, approved. And the reason why that's being walked on at the special meeting is it's time constraints. We have to have the hearing and get it in place before October 24th, so there was no time to wait. All right, so that is approved. Okay, so is there any other business for the special meeting? Hearing none, I will make a motion to close the special meeting.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Bouvier. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, so the work session is next. Is that what we're gonna ask?
Yeah.